because it's kind of important to me. The TikTok ban is way worse than you think it is, because it's not just gonna ban TikTok. The way that the media has been presenting and covering this entire thing has been somewhat misleading. Do they plan to ban TikTok? Yes. Are they going to ban TikTok? Probably. But that's not all there is to this. There is much more going on than we get to see. So today, I'm gonna explain it for everyone else out there who doesn't really understand lawmaking and bills and such. Now, I want to preface this video. I am in no way the end-all say-all when it comes to law. I have very preliminary knowledge on very specifically bill construction and bill writing. That's it. I am not a legal expert. I am not a lawyer. If you have anything you want to correct me on, please comment down below and please cite your sources. I do not want to spread misinformation, so if you see me say anything wrong and you know as a matter of fact that there is a legal definitive difference, please correct me. And I will like it, I will pin it, I will push it. So today, we are going to talk about HR 7521. Now, HR 7521 is the House of Representatives bill that passed in order to allow this ban to happen. HR 7521 is titled Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. That sounds pretty decent, right? It's not all it seems to be. Now, please, when you're looking at this, please make sure you are looking for HR 7521. There's another TikTok bill that was passed a while ago, but do not look at that one. That one does not matter anymore. This is the one you're supposed to be looking for. HR 7521, look it up specifically. It shall be unlawful for an entity to distribute, maintain, or update, or enable the distribution, maintenance, or updating of a foreign adversary-controlled application by carrying out within the land or maritime borders of the United States any of the following. A, providing services to distribute, maintain, or update such foreign adversary-controlled applications, including any source code of such applications, by means of a marketplace, including an online mobile application store, through which users within the land or maritime borders of the United States may access, maintain, or update such applications. B, providing internet hosting services to enable the distribution, maintenance, or updating of such foreign adversary-controlled applications for users within the land or maritime borders of the United States. What does that mean? That's a lot of words, and it sounds really confusing. Anyone deemed a foreign adversary is basically not allowed to update, maintain, or distribute any online service basically within the United States or its maritime borders. We're gonna go to Section C, because Section C is where things get a little more interesting. Section C. Exemptions. Exemptions and qualified divestitures. A, does not apply to foreign adversary-controlled applications with respect to which a qualified divestiture is executed before the date on which a prohibition under subsection A would begin to apply to such application. And, Section B, shall cease to apply in the case of a foreign adversary-controlled application with respect to which a qualified divestiture is executed after the date on which a prohibition under Section A applies to such application. Now, what is a qualified divestiture? Well, the definition of divestiture. The definition of divestiture means the action or process of selling off a subsidiary business, interest, or investment. Huh, that's interesting. Now, let's get something straight. They haven't mentioned TikTok at all yet. Right? TikTok isn't mentioned yet. In fact, TikTok isn't even mentioned till the later half, the foreign adversary control application example, section G3 in the definitions. It is an example, it is a definition. TikTok is not even mentioned in the first or second section of this bill. You wanna know why? It's because this bill doesn't ban TikTok. It means that they can ban TikTok and any other application that they don't like as long as it's operated outside of the United States. Now, maybe I was talking a little too fast and a little too loud. Let me slow it down real quick. The United States wants to buy TikTok. That's what's happening. Does not apply to a foreign adversary-controlled application with respect to which a qualified divestiture is executed before the date or after the date. The only way that ByteDance, TikTok, whatever, can get around this bill and still operate within the United States borders is if they sell TikTok to a qualified person within the United States. Now, I'm saying within the United States because I'm assuming that's what the government wants to do. They want to buy TikTok, so then they can control TikTok. They want someone within the United States to buy ByteDance, to buy TikTok, so then they can control the user data that they steal. Because the whole reason this started, the whole reason why this passed through the House is on the basis of the argument ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok, was stealing user data. And as it being a Chinese company, that's not okay. It's not like we've had many cases before of US companies stealing user data. You know, I can't think of any example like Facebook or Google or anything like that. Now, we could keep going past this point, but there's not really a lot more to say. Go back to what I was saying before. The government wants ByteDance to sell TikTok to more than likely a United States citizen. So then the government can have access to that data in one way or another. So then they can control the media you're seeing and the user data that TikTok is stealing. Is this bill unconstitutional? I don't think so. Again, I'm not a lawyer. This is all very preliminary. If I got anything wrong, please fucking tell me, bro. But to say this is unconstitutional, I don't think it is. The bill may not be unconstitutional, but what it is really shady. Any application within inside the United States, any app, any website maintained, controlled, or distributed in the US that is not owned by a United States citizen or a qualified person can get banned. Just because some politicians don't like it. The TikTok ban passed, I'm pretty sure unanimously, right? Did it get passed? Let me check. Sorry, no, the bill didn't pass unanimously. It passed 360 to 58, though. That is a crazy majority. You cannot get an entire House of Representatives, Democrat, Republican, to agree on anything, but they agree to ban TikTok? That's insane. I'm sorry, what? The verbiage in this bill is left very vague intentionally. This allows the government to sidestep any criticism about the bill, but also allows them to kind of do whatever they want with it. Now, some people may argue that laws are meant to be vague, or a lot of laws are vague. Well, a law like this being vague sets a very dangerous precedent. Because it's so vague, there's a lot of room to kind of do whatever you want with it. It is a dangerous precedent to set. It is a dangerous mindset to have because this allows so much leeway in what lawmakers and politicians do and does not hold them accountable. They see an application that they don't like and that they would rather have control over, banned. When it comes to this bill, I'm not worried about ByteDance or TikTok itself. I'm worried about the user base. TikTok has been an amazing asset to spread information and get news, especially in this day and age. TikTok was such a great place for people to come together and see and visualize and learn about things and be exposed to real world things. One of the biggest things that happened on TikTok last year was documenting the Israel-Palestine genocide. Without TikTok, it is going to be so much harder to hear the voices of Palestinians, to hear what people are saying coming out of Gaza. This isn't to protect our information. This is to silence people. And while it may not be violating our First Amendment right to free speech, it is taking away one of our loudest and largest avenues to free speech. That is the problem with this bill. It is never about security. It is about control. It is about the government controlling the narrative and not allowing anyone to speak. And I may sound like a fucking crazy conspiracy theorist here because I probably do. I sound insane, but you can't tell me this isn't shady as shit. The government has been allowing companies to rob and steal from us for years, but the second it comes to China and it comes to Palestine and it comes to Gaza, they take it away from us. I don't trust it. Again, I want to emphasize, if I spread any misinformation, please